And especially in India, what people see, first thing they will say is, suppose you are first time speaker, you're trying to speak, and your friends mostly will say, don't try to be an American. Who do you think you are? Or something like, well, that British plane went over your home. Well, has any Britisher infected you? I said, do you remember when you came here first time? What was your English? What was your confidence? Have you forgotten that? Now you are doing good. Now you are confident. Now you are doing, you are fluent. Now you are here, you are insulting, you are showing him down. Never forget from where you came. You were zero. And during that period, during that time, others helped you, others supported you. Today you are, give it back. Today you are confident, give it back to the society. But I have seen that people are not compassionate. They just want to tear them down. They just want to find faults. They just want to demoralize and humiliate that person who is trying to talk. Don't do that. Let me tell you, you don't need to go to temple if you have this kind of nature, because every god, whichever religion you are from, will dislike this. Hey, hi there. I have been telling, in every video, I start my video by saying that your psychology plays a very important role in communication. Now, speaking in English, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make mistakes. And it's very natural. It's very natural. But the problem is, when you make mistakes, the reaction of the person in front of you is very important. That person may not support you. And mostly, if the person is unknown, or even if he knows you, he's from office, they will respond in a different way. What are the different reactions? As you know, like laughing, sometimes they will correct you, sometimes they will change their language, and they will make you indirectly tell you that your English is not good. This has happened to you, maybe somewhere in public places, maybe in hotels or at airports or somewhere in offices. Has it happened? Or that person may correct you, and sometimes even mock you, even kind of frown at you, and will indirectly tell you that, stop your English, you're making mistakes. So, how to deal with this? Two things are there. First of all, be compassionate with yourself. Okay? Now, when such incident happens, what happens, understand? What happens? We beat ourselves. We say to ourselves that, so stupid of you. Can't you speak properly? You made a mistake. He laughed at your English. Even you can't speak a simple language, you make so many mistakes. And this beating starts. It happens, check, it happens actually. This is kind of arrogancy. You are arrogant with yourself. You are rude to yourself. You don't treat yourself well. And that stops you from opening your mouth next time. This stops you from going and talking because you are so harsh, so rude to yourself. Try and understand, it's not about perfection and grammar and accuracy and vocabulary. Try and understand this. It's about psychology. And compassion is a very important part, integral part of that. Now understand, first thing is, be compassionate. Be kind to yourself in such a situation when you make a mistake. It can be while speaking, it can be public talk, it can be presentation. Be compassionate. And tell yourself, you are a human being. You are a fallible human being. There is nothing wrong you have done, which you should be ashamed of. Nothing. You are learning, you are improving, you are trying to get better. So in the process, mistakes will happen. So don't beat yourself. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Don't feel guilty about it. Be compassionate and tell yourself, it's fine. I'm working, I'm getting better, I'm improving myself. This is the first part. Wait, the second part is also equally important. Now, suppose you are the listener. Suppose someone is talking to you. Okay? And especially in India, what people say, first thing they will say is, suppose you are first time speaker, you're trying to speak, and your friends mostly will say, don't try to be an American. Who do you think you are? Or something like, well, that British plane went over your home. Well, has any Britisher infected you, haunted you? Or many such comments are there. Or the comments are like, enough of your English. Enough trying to impress. We know. Or don't try to impress. So such reactions are there. Or again, the reaction, as I said, trying to correct. This, understand what will happen on that other person who is trying to learn a language. He will lose his morale, his confidence, his self-esteem, most important thing. And who is responsible for that? You are responsible. Let me tell you one story. In my institute, when a student messaged me and said that, sir, I will not go in the coordinator session. It's a part of our training. Coordinator session is a platform where students come and communicate whole day. There are different activities which we perform there. The student said that I don't want to go in coordinator session because this person laughed at my English. And he was senior and I will never go again. Personally, I contacted that person and I asked him, is it true? But he was denying. He was saying, no, actually my intention was not to insult him and all. And I told him that, this line I told him. I said, do you remember when you came here first time, what was your English? What was your confidence? Have you forgotten that? Now you are doing good. Now you are confident. Now you are doing, you are fluent. Now you are here, you are insulting, you are showing him down. Never forget from where you came. You were zero. And during that period, during that time, others helped you. Others supported you. Today you are, give it back. Today you are confident, give it back to the society. You owe them. You owe them. You should help them. This made a difference. And from then onwards, I always give this compassionate talk to my students. So when you are good in English and when someone is trying to talk, help that person. Be compassionate, guys. Be compassionate. He is also a human being. He will make mistakes. He also is looking for a better job, like you are looking for a better job, better opportunities, better food on table. But when you are, that I have seen that people are not compassionate. They just want to tear them down. They just want to find faults. They just want to demoralize and humiliate that person who is trying to talk. Don't do that. Let me tell you, you don't need to go to temple if you have this kind of nature, because every god, whichever religion you are from, will dislike this. You need to be compassionate. Help that person. Support that person. And see what will happen. In the process, your English will improve. Your communication will improve. You will grow. Last point I'll tell you. People will forget if you have helped them or not. People will forget if you have said yes or no. But people will never forget how you made them feel. So when someone is talking in English with you, how you make them feel? Do you make them feel comfortable? Are they easy with you? Do they feel like relaxed? That they will never forget. But if you make them feel nervous, I have seen many students telling me that, sir, my boss always finds faults in my English. He criticizes my English. He always looks down upon me. Understand, that person will never forget the way you have treated him. And in future, he will definitely show that he will take a revenge or some other kind of thing. And what is happiness? Happiness is all this. I mean, helping other human beings. That's happiness is all about. So friends, this is what I wanted to tell, because communication skill will never improve if you don't talk to humans. And if you don't talk to group, and when you're talking to humans, when you're talking in group, that person should understand that what you're going through. He should put himself in your shoes. He should understand what emotions you are going through. He should not forget that this person is also a human being. He also wants to learn. He wants to want a better life, better opportunity, better growth, more money, better family, better food on table. This you have to understand. Help each other, support each other. Let us make English language a language of growth, self-improvement. God will be happy with you when you help His children. God will be happy with you when you will help His children to be better in English. Communication is never a solo game, it's a group game, it's a teamwork. Hope you will work on both the sides. For you also, be compassionate with yourself. And if you are good, someone is trying to talk to you, be compassionate and be supportive. That person is trying to talk to you. Work on this. Thanks for watching this lengthy video. Hope you will work on this. Bye-bye. Namaste.